Hey guys, it's been years since I've done anything on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of you and following, so that's cool. Been following some new people too. This dog. Hi. You went up? Yeah. That's handsome. Come on. He is our newest little addition. He is a 6-year-old Chihuahua, and he weighs 6 whole pounds. No, but he's pretty awesome. He loves me. He's very attached to me. So, we love him. So, there have been some big things going on. Lots of things have happened in my life since I last did a video. I think the last time I did a video, Kaylee was just a couple months old. And now the girls are 3 and 5 years, and I cannot believe it. It's crazy. Lots of things have happened. So, after my divorce, I lived with my parents for a little while with the girls, and I was working like 3 jobs and just trying to live. Then for a while I was living off of just child support, which was really hard to support me and 3 kids, or 2 kids, I'm sorry, on, just that little amount of money. And so I decided to go to college. And so I went to Carrington and I put myself through school, and I got my medical assisting certificate. So now I'm a certified medical assistant. And then I got my associates in health science online. So now I have a bunch of student loans. That's fun. And then, let's see, I got a job working for a really big hospital. You might have heard of, I don't know if they have them. I'm sure they do, but St. Alphonsus. So I worked as a float. Sorry, my hair is really bothering me. As a float medical assistant. So basically what I did is I went to all different clinics. I went to like specialty clinics. Like I did pediatrics, I did neurosurgery, I did general surgery, I did ortho, just a whole bunch of different. And then I also did like just regular family practice. So it was a great experience. I did that for about a year, and then I got Mrsa. For those of you who don't know what Mrsa is, it's a staph infection that's resistant to antibiotics, and it's very difficult to treat, and it's very hard to get rid of. And sometimes you never get rid of it, and it can like pop up again at any time. So what had happened is I got this, I had a zit, actually it was on this side. I got a zit like right here in the crease of my nose, and I was working on urgent care and anyway, taking blood pressure. I'm touching people, but I'm constantly sanitizing my hands and washing my hands because that's a big part of it. Like you have to, because you're touching a lot of people with germs. Anyway, I took someone's blood pressure, touched my face. Mrsa can live on your skin, and you can just get it from touching someone. I touched that zit, I popped it at work, and then a few days later it turned into this abscess. There's still a scar there, you can see. Yeah. So it turned into an abscess. I got facial cellulitis, which is basically inflammation of all the tissue underneath your skin. So that's what cellulitis is, and it's extremely painful, and it sucks. So my whole side of my face right here swelled up. My nose was like pushed like that because it was so swollen right there. And I had to get it cut open and drained and put this nasal Bactrim up my nose and take antibiotics. It was miserable. So once that healed, then, and I'm sure you could see it, this scar here, I got another abscess, and this one, it swelled up so big, and then my eyes swelled shut, all down my face was swollen, like I had huge puffy bags under my eyes. That one landed me in the hospital for 4 days. I was on IV antibiotics. It was only resistant to clindamycin and vancomycin is extremely potent, and it's really hard on your veins. So every day I had to get a new IV because the vanco just destroyed my veins. It was miserable. I was quarantined. I couldn't see my kids. People could come visit me, but they had to completely like suit up, and it was miserable. It was terrible. And then I got treated like crap by the nurses too. So I had missed so many days of work. I had to go on short-term disability for a month. I couldn't go back to work because I had an open draining wound on my face. And so I was like, we didn't want me to infect other people. And then, but before we knew it was Mrsa and stuff, I had missed days because I was in so much pain and I had open draining sores on my face. And so I couldn't go to work. And so I missed so many days that they had to let me go, and they fired me basically. So that was kind of a shitty thing. It really, like, that's the only way I can describe it, is it was totally shitty. So I lost my job. And I had moved out of my parents' house, and I had my own house, which I'm in now. I have a little single-family, 3-bedroom house, nice big backyard. Love this house. Been here for 2 years now. Almost 2 years. And so I was freaking out because I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. I had no income except for child support. And I had a car payment, and I'm Kaylee and stuff. So it was a really hard time for me. And then, I was talking to my dad a lot, he lives in Washington. And he was going through a lot of stuff too, more than he let me know about. But, and then, so this was around October. So I was working these odd jobs. I was working at night, like at a call center, like just anything to have some extra income. Have any income. And then the day before Halloween, I came home to pick up my kids from my parents' house after I was working. And my mom had told me, before I got there, she's like, we need to talk when you get here. And I was like, oh, great, now what? She took me into a room, and she told me that my dad had killed himself. And it felt like someone punched me in the stomach. And I just fell to the floor. And I kept telling, I was like, shut up. This is not funny. Like, this is not a funny joke. She was like, it's not a joke, Megan. And I had just talked to him on Sunday. And this was Friday that I found out. And he seemed fine. He seemed totally fine. I mean, he let me believe that he was fine. The last thing he said to me, because we were talking about how I was struggling, with money and like a job, and I thought I was gonna lose my house and my car, and he said, it's okay, girl, it's just a bump in the road. And then, he goes, life goes on, we'll be okay. And then he killed himself. And so it was really confusing to me, because I was like, what? Like, what the hell is going on? So that was in October. And so it's been 7 months now, going on 7 months, and sometimes it still feels like it was yesterday. So that was really, really tough. Like, I've been lucky enough to not go through a close family death. I mean, except for like when my great-great-great-grandmother died, Lillian, who I named Lily after. That was hard, but it was not as hard as losing a parent, So that was rough. And this is what's left of my dad. Just this urn, this box of ashes. And I have his favorite hat that he wore this. I'll go and light differently. He wore this all the time. It's so worn and faded, and it's still, like, it's got sweat stains, and it still has his hair, his, like, gray hair stuck in it. So I have it put up here with my favorite hat, so father-daughter. And these were his sunglasses, and I have his reading glasses, and I put him by the Bible. I still have a lot of questions about why he did that. Anyway, we found out a lot of stuff that we hadn't known. Yeah, and it was really hard. And so the whole ordeal was just, it was like a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, and I still can't. So that's been tough. But life does go on. So, yeah. So anyway, on to more positive things. Now I have a great job. I work at a spine institute, and I love it. I love the people I work with. It's where I want to be. I'm so happy, and I'm good at it. So it's awesome. I'm happy. I'm thrilled. So now I'm just walking around my house. I love this house. I've gotten to decorate. Got this beautiful rug. I got my window treatment. We got a fire pit, fireplace. I mean, I love this house. I love it. But the only problem is it's out in Nampa. And so it's like a 15-minute drive to get to Meridian or Boise. Well, Boise's like 20 minutes. It's not terrible because I do live close to the freeway, but I'm also out in the country, so I love it. I'm in a family-oriented neighborhood. Like, every house on my street has kids. Right next to me is a daycare, but I don't take my kids there. They go to an education center / preschool place. And they love it. Lily is going to be going to kindergarten in the fall. I can't believe it. Kaylee, she's going to be like doing preschool soon. So we're doing good. I'm doing good financially. I'm doing good in my career. We have a house. We're all happy and healthy for the most part. My voice sounds kind of funny because I'm getting over laryngitis. I had that really bad. I had no voice a few days ago. I also had really bad bronchitis and the early stages of pneumonia. So I'm getting over that. So that's good. I'll show you the girls. They're playing nicely. I hope I haven't heard any screaming. So, oh, we're playing dress up.
No, school.
Oh, you're playing school. Okay. This is a mess, kids. And your Chi-Chi's hanging out. There they are. Kaylee's 3, aren't you? And Lily, how old are you? 5. Can't believe it. Big girls. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I kind of squeezed everything into like 13 minutes. That's a little update on my life. I'm going to try to start doing videos. I think it would be fun. So, that's it for now. So, ta-ta. Bye, guys.